Jim,
Yes.
there are some other people in wrestling that may need some help. We've received several emails about several comments that were made over the past week in wrestling. One that a lot of people have sent in. Let me go to the email here. One of them sent to CornyDriveThru at gmail.com from Gene. Hi. I was wondering what Jim's thoughts were on Konnan's recent comments on Takeshita doing the Eddie Guerrero frog splash. Do you remember this from the match?
Yes. They were in El Paso. He goes up, he does the wiggle and does the frog splash off the top on MJF. Got a big pop.
Big pop.
Big pop.
Apparently Konnan on his podcast commented, here's a quote. Well, Takeshita, whatever, he's got heat with me, and he's lucky I wasn't in El Paso. Because when he went up and he did the Eddie Guerrero thing for the frog splash, you're not Mexican, dude. I don't care. Stick to your nationality.
Stick to your nationality.
This got people up in arms. Konnan even trended for the first time maybe ever over this. What are your thoughts on this comment and the idea that only... Konnan's not Mexican, by the way. He's a Cuban-American, I believe. That only Mexican wrestlers can pay tribute to Eddie Guerrero.
Well, I mean, Konnan was friends with Eddie, and, I guess Hispanic, you can be Mexican or you can be Cuban or whatever. You're all in the Hispanic family. I guess I can see where he might be, hey, because it was my friend, it was Eddie, and you're doing his shit. But at the same time, I don't think it was malicious. It wasn't like the guy was going to steal it, because I'm sure somebody told him to do that. Because they're in El Paso, the home of the Guerreros, and the guy does a frog splash, so let's give an homage to Eddie Guerrero and do the Eddie that people liked it, because they like thinking about Eddie Guerrero.
Didn't Logan Paul just do it? Logan Paul just did it.
I saw him do a frog splash. I can't remember whether he did the little dippy-doo beforehand. Well, that... If I was Konnan, I'd be more pissed off at that, because I'm pretty sure Logan Paul never met Eddie Guerrero and is just doing something to get a pop. But with this kid, old Takeshita, in Eddie's hometown, the Guerrero's hometown, he's a baby face. People like him. He's doing a tribute or an homage with all respect. I don't know if I'd pick that to be upset about, but because Konnan's friends with Eddie, I can see why he might have been, hey, stay in your lane. But I don't think it's a bigger deal. I don't think it's a big deal either way, to be honest with you.
It's not too much of a big deal. I mean, it's a stupid comment, and again, people jumped on it. Miro had a comment about it. Did you see that?
I did not. Now, what would Miro have to say about these things?
Miro, last seen as a professional wrestler months and months and months ago, maybe a year ago at this point. I don't even know the last time we saw him. When was the last time we saw Miro?
I don't know. Over at Kroger in line at the U-Scan? I don't know.
Well, he's still starring on Twitter, where he said, quote, I bet you all that Konnan, or whatever his name is, can't last 10 seconds with Takeshita.
What, right now? Right this second, yeah, with old Take is 20-something years old, and Konnan's 60 and awaiting another kidney transplant or something. I have a feeling he could probably take Konnan right now. Does that necessarily prove anything there? Is Miro friends with Take? What's going on here? Is he just doesn't like Konnan?
Has Miro even met Take?
Has he even met him? Yeah, Take's only been working there a few months. Miro hadn't showed up in a fucking year. So maybe there's heat from when Konnan was there last time, and Miro just don't like Konnan.
Well, we will see how this turns out, but...
I think they're all looking for reasons to fucking gripe at each other, because it's the AEW locker room. What the fuck? And or associated environs.